All right, in this video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at just an overview of solving equations, okay? And we're going to take a look at this collection of 5 different examples from one-step equations, and those go kind of quick, okay? So first things first is that you may recognize that this right here is 2 times x equals 6, and our mission for all of these problems on the paper is to get x to equal something, okay? So that means is that since the 2 is being multiplied by the x, we want to do an opposite operation there, which is division. Okay, so the opposite of multiplication is division, so we divide off, and we're going to cancel out the 2's on this side, and now we get x, okay, because 2 divided by 2 is 1, so this is going to give us 1x equals 6 divided by 2, which is 3, okay? Now, it doesn't always have to be a whole number. So say the exact same thing happens over here and I divide by a 6 because I want the x all by itself. Those would cancel out and I end up with 2 over 6, and I might have to reduce a fraction. So 2 over 6 reduces down to 1/3. And so in this case, I'd get x equals 1/3. All right, so you just have to watch, just your number sense and whatnot, okay? This problem right here is going to be a little bit different, is that we'd get x divided by 4, okay, equals 5. And so if I want to undo division, then I have to do the opposite, which is going to be multiplication. So I'm going to multiply each side by a 4, and those will cancel out, because again, 4 divided by 4 is going to cancel out, and x equals 5 times 4, which is 20. Now we're looking at some addition and subtraction opposite operations. And in this case, I got x minus 4. So I don't want to use division or multiplication. Instead, I want to use the opposite of subtraction, which is adding. Okay, so I'm going to add 4 to each side. Negative 4 plus 4, that's going to be 0. Bring down the x. And so x equals 14. And likewise, I have my x over here, and I notice that this is going to be a positive 5, so I'm just going to subtract 5 from each side, okay? And those cancel out. And I'm going to get x equals a negative 3 minus 5, so that means is that I'd have 8 total negatives, so that's going to give me x equals a negative 8, okay? And usually we always box our final solutions, and I'm going to go back and do that, just to make it neat. And so there's that. All right, so the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is that we're going to look at two-step equations. And two-step equations are usually, we're still getting x all by itself, but we usually do adds and subtracts first, okay? In fact, we want to do adds and subtracts first. That's a quality of life thing that makes things way easier. So I want to get, again, x all by itself here. And so the first thing I want to do is this, well, is there anything added or subtracted to the x? And so it looks like I got this 5. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do this. Subtract that out. Okay? And bring down the 3x, and then I get 7 minus 5, which is 2. Now I can move on to, all right, well, what do I have to do to get the x all by itself? Now I get a 3 times an x, so I'm going to undo that by dividing. And when I do that, those cancel out, and I end up with x equals 2 over 3. All right, let's go ahead and try this one. I have an add or subtract that is for the x right here, so I want to go ahead and take care of that, doing the inverse operation. So I'm going to add 1. And I'll add 1 to this side. They cancel out. And I get x divided by 5 equals a negative 6 plus 1. So that's going to give me a negative 5. Now I want to undo this division sign. So I'm going to multiply each side by 5. And so I get x equals a negative 5 times 5, which is a negative 25. And there's my final solution here. So now we got 3 or more steps, and they keep getting larger. And what could happen is that we can have to maybe collect like terms before we solve. So in this case, we got a bunch of stuff going on over here on the left-hand side. So let's take a look at this one right here. So it looks like I got some like terms here, and I got some like terms here. So I got some constants and some x's that are raised to the first power. So let's do these out. I have a -2, and then I have a negative, sorry, I'm saying the wrong thing, 2x, and then a -4x. So 2 minus 4, that's going to leave me with a -2x, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and have to put the -7 plus 4. That's going to give me a -3 equals 13. All right, so now after I've gathered up what's going on the left-hand side, then I'm going to go back to my two-step equation. And just go, okay, well, I got to do my adds and subtracts. So I'm going to do the inverse operation there, and I get a -2x equals 16. And now I still have that -2 being multiplied by that x. So I'm going to divide each side by a -2, and those will cancel out, and I get x equals a -8. So that's one instance that might happen. And then we also have that distributive property that was in one of our previous videos. So let's go ahead and use the distributive property and then clean things up. So I'm going to go and distribute that 2 in there first, okay? And it seems like we kind of like a backwards move, but you'll see why that's important in a moment. So I'll have 4x minus 2 plus 5 equals 30. Now I'm going to search for some collecting like terms. All right, well, those guys right there are the same, all right? Whereas the x's, there's just a 4x, so I'm going to bring that down, but I can combine these two right here, and that's going to give me a -2 plus, pardon me, 5, which is going to give me, oops, I forgot my x there. It's going to give me a 3 equals 30. Okay, and now I'm going to do my inverse operations, do my adds and subtracts first, cancel, and that will give me 4x equals 27. And then I'm going to divide each side by 4 because that's 4 times x. Those will cancel out. And at the end of the day, I'll get x equals, let's go ahead and 27 divided by 4. We could just, you know, in some instance, you could leave it like that, or you can wish to or use a decimal, which is going to give us like 6.75, yeah. All right. Now, another instance that we might have to do is that we got variables on both sides, and you notice that all of these just have one number on the right-hand side that we've all done. So one number on the right-hand side. Okay. Now this one has stuff on both sides, okay, and has variables and it has numbers. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to have to move using the opposite operations, all the x's to one side. Now, what we want to do is that we want to come up with a game plan where it's just like, all right, this is 10 x's and this is 5 x's. So if I subtract 5 x's from each side, like this, that'll wipe those guys out, and then I got 10x minus 5x. That will give me 5x minus 4 equals 16. And now I'm set up one more time with this business of a two-step equation. So I'm somebody that likes to go ahead and always have my variables over on the left-hand side. I could have moved the 10 over to this side, but that would have gave me a negative on this side. I would have had 5 minus 10x, and that would have gave me a negative. And so I just chose to do it like that. I'm going to add 4. Each side, opposite operation. So I get 5x equals 20. And then finally, I'm going to divide by this 5 here. Let's cancel out. And at the end of the day, I'm going to get x equals 4. And let me go ahead and box all my answers up. And that's how you do that. So again, that's not showing you how to solve every equation ever, of course, but it is just a quick overview on how to go ahead and get started with some of these basic equations as we move forward. So that's how you do that. Hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.